for sure. So Ames has another question for you. Can we talk about neurodivergence and streaming? Moorph Games, what do you do to avoid burnout? And do you have any advice for other neurodivergent creators who become too anxious sometimes to make content?
Guys are coming with a great questions. You have
Really
a good community here, man.
I appreciate that.
So neurodivergent. So I'm a neurodivergent streamer, you know, among other things, you know, I have ADHD, anxiety issues, all that kind of stuff. So it's challenging, right? It is, but you're going to find a lot of people who do this tend to have other issues as well. So there's a community. If you kind of open yourself up and reach out to people, you'll find that there's others that are willing to talk to you about it too. So that definitely helps. I would say that's a big part of what's helped me is being okay with talking to other people about my issues, and then you guys just talk together and kind of, you know, can collaborate on that, and it just helps, like that group therapy session kind of deal.
Yeah.
Anxiety for me was a huge problem when I started. I'd say I canceled about a third of my streams for the first 3 or 4 months, because I was just too nervous to go on camera, just way too nervous.
Yeah.
But the way that I got through it is realizing, for me, and this isn't going to work for everybody, but I just had to keep doing it. I had to get used to doing it, and now I'm comfortable doing it. Yeah, absolutely. And the other part of your question, we scroll up here. Oh, what do I do to avoid burnout? That's a tough one. I honestly, and this is gonna sound weird, but I don't know that I've ever truly felt burnout. Like, oh, I just can't do this anymore when it comes to streaming, because I still love this so much. I love all aspects of it. If I felt burnout, it's because I let myself get to a point where it's a grind, you know? And when you do get to that point, when you find yourself just not wanting to get on stream, not because you're too nervous, but because I just don't want to do it right now, take a break. That's how you have to be honest with yourself and realize when you're starting to crack a little bit and step away for a day or two. It's a lot better to do it earlier on when you're feeling that way.
Absolutely.
Than when you wait too long and you got to take a week, 2 weeks, a month off, right? I've seen people do that. You know what happens often? They don't come back.
That's right.
They don't come back, despite how much they loved it, because they just get away from it. They get out of that routine. And then they start to think going back, and you're like, wow, that was a lot of work. I don't want to do that again, you know?
Yeah. Well,
so yeah, there's my advice.
When I was sick and I took that week off streaming, it gave me a lot of time to think about things and rebuild that energy. Like, even though I was feeling like shit, I was still able to rebuild that energy and come back and be like, right, let's go. And I still tried to maintain that contact through social media as well. And, you know, there's also, we talked about this before stream, you know, there's people out there as well that I talk to when I'm feeling these down moments, and they're just like, hey, that's cool. It's okay to not be okay. Just take a day. And I always tell people too, if you take one scheduled stream off a month even, it's going to help so much with that burnout. You know, it's going to help you sort of recenter yourself, refocus, and then come back the following day and come back out